Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Boys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 5 of season 4 of The Boys, and I'm a little under the weather, so if I sound more nasally than I typically do, that's why. I I haven't been feeling great for the past couple days, and I really wanted to watch this episode, and this is a very twisted reason, but it's been a very bad week on my channel for dads. And I'm hoping that there's like some light that happens with Huey's dad having the V in him. I don't think so. Like, we see how it's not really helping Butcher, but maybe a parasite inside of him. It doesn't like heal you necessarily, but I don't know, like, the stroke part of his father's brain, if it's going to work properly once he is transformed, changed, compounded. I'm not quite sure what it is when you get the V when you are near death, like what that really does, because it doesn't necessarily bring you back to life. I think it just, the parts of you that it can make lively, it will. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work. And if it was even Huey who's responsible for the V, because there's, you know, both Butcher and Huey took the temp V. They both could have holes in their brains that are making them hallucinate things, and he could totally be hallucinating his mother. I mean, I hope not. I would hope that she's somewhat real or real at all, because I feel like we need to watch those two go through it a little bit and see their relationship. Not necessarily that there's a redemption arc for her, or that, you know, he gets his mom at the end of this at all, but like to see why she's back. Why is she here? You know, she's a Vought employee, even though Vought is technically responsible for his girlfriend's death. Did she give the father the V that was in Huey's pocket, or did she have her own? Now, we know that she's the one that gave it to him, unless Huey is hallucinating her and then Huey did it, but is trying to, in his mind, blame it on his mom. Now, we know Butcher is seeing Jeffrey Dean Morgan and definitely Becca. We know for sure he's hallucinating Becca. There's a theory that he's hallucinating, I don't know if his name's Joe, Negan, Denny. I'm going to call him by every name except the name that he goes by in the damn show, because I can't remember it. And I think his last name's Kellerman, maybe. They just don't say it enough, and he never interacts with anybody, so it's not like you have, you know, anyone else at the FBI or CIA or, you know, even MM saying like, why the hell are you hanging out with Kellerman or whatever. Like, they're not saying his name enough, so I don't think anybody else can see him, which I think is absolutely a great way to tell the story of like what's going on in somebody's mind, and the angel devil thing of, you know, pushing to eliminate Ryan and pushing to save Ryan. You know, definitely Butcher telling MM, like, you have to save Ryan and you have to raise him. That is putting so much trust in MM, and MM knows, like, when Butcher's saying that, like that's like an emotional part of Butcher that we're seeing, and that's great and it's beautiful. I just don't know how we get Ryan, especially now that we've seen Homelander and what he has done to the people that raised him. Do I think it's justified that he killed them? Maybe to him. I mean, I don't think killing anybody for, you know, wronging you is necessarily the right way. I'm not saying that, like, it's not satisfying to some people, or, you know, just been like, hey, you were torturing a child. And I don't ever want to use the excuse that they were doing their job. Like, you know right from wrong. When people try to like say like, oh, I was just doing my job, it's like, you know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. So you knew what you were doing to this kid was potentially hurting him. And you know what? I've already forgotten her name. Sharon, maybe? But him sealing that room off with all the dead bodies, I don't know if anyone's ever going to find her, but her admitting that they tried to manipulate him through a bunch of psychologists and psychiatrists that would say like he's going to want your approval. Now he doesn't want the approval from the masses, but I do still think that he's going to want it from Ryan, and he's going to want love from Ryan, and I feel like Ryan's going to break his heart, and that's when we see Homelander just go apeshit. Because I think Ryan also is very much like, I know he could sense what was in those cookies that Butcher had, and Butcher throwing them out and just saying, oh, there's too much sugar. I think he gained trust in Butcher, thinking like Butcher had a plan. He didn't go through with it. This guy's yelling at me, taking away my milkshake. He doesn't understand why I'm upset that I killed somebody. It's not about fame and power for me. He's like he's got that Becca in him that just wants to be a good person. And he cares about people. People are not toys to him. They're not just playthings. So I'm so invested. I think everybody's invested in Homelander. Not because they're like, oh my God, I love Homelander. I love his character, what he represents. I love Anthony and how he plays him. And I just throw this out here. Like, just give him his damn Emmy already. Stop being cowards. I don't know who I'm talking to when I say that, but he deserves it. My God, the performance we get from him every single time is that I believe Homelander is a real person. And I should not believe that Soups, Compound V, Vought, that any of this world is real. And I buy it. I'm terrified of Homelander. I'm also very intrigued by him and just like the things that make him tick, and like, you know, that he had breast milk like hidden in there with like the rest of the Compound V, and like just like the keeping of the gray hairs, and just like what happens to an aging superhero, one that's just seeking validation and love, and one who will never get what he needs. And just the broken parts of him, the super broken, he's a fascinating read. He really is. And I love what they're doing with his character. We had the reveal that Starlight had an abortion, and I do have to apologize because I was like, did we know that? I didn't know if we had learned that last season or not, and I was like, I'm upset that I didn't know that. But then I think I also was upset that I didn't know that. Like, she owed me an explanation. Nobody needs to explain why they did anything with their own body. That is their business and their business alone. And I did get called out in the comments, and I do appreciate the person who did that, because I'm part of the problem as well. You know, thinking that Firecracker's actions are okay with an apology and Jesus save me and I'm new, and then like holding Starlight like in this bad light because of something that she did privately that was completely legal, and you know, it was nobody's business. It was her medical records, you know, but like there's somebody that was suppressing the story of what Firecracker did, and it was incredibly illegal, and you know, it probably just gets swept under the rug. You know, she's a sex offender, but like, let's just sweep it under the rug, you know? And I totally was just like, well, I didn't know about the abortion. It's none of my damn business. Just like whatever you want to do with your own body, it's none of my damn business either. Go for it. And I really learned a lesson about myself. Sometimes there's people that are really angry and they say things in the comments. And then there's some people who say something that made me kind of go like, ooh, yeah, I'm an asshole. My bad. And I think that I'm self-aware enough and can reflect enough to know that, like, I was like, yeah, no, you're right. You were right about that. So kudos, whoever commented. Sage getting the lobotomy from the deep. The last person that I would ever say, like, you know what? You need to do a minor brain surgery on me right now. Just go ahead and pop, scrape, 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 tap, tap, scrape, 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 scrape. Like, I would never, ever, 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 ever trust the deep with that. And I mean, I think she thinks because he's so easily manipulated and that like they can bond through that like she'll be able to get him to do things for her in the future, or I don't know. I thought she was totally doing something to the octopus to like, I don't know. I don't know what she was doing to the octopus, but Sage is so interesting. I love learning about her character. She is very unique. And like she doesn't have like a super strength, but her super strength is her mind, and that she can make herself stupid and then it just grows back. Like I just get dumber as the years go on. I wish I could just like, you know, I mean, I don't want to do that, but like, you know, I wish I could just like go scrape, scrape, and then like it rebuilds and all of a sudden I'm smarter again. That would be phenomenal. That'd be phenomenal. But like it's funny how the deep is so easily swayed. Just offer up the butt and sold. Wow. Sentences I'd never think I'd say on the channel, so I apologize, Dad. He's probably laughing, so, you know, whatever. Who else do we have to? Okay, well, then there was Frenchie and Colin, and When it comes to Frenchie, like, he is definitely dealing with the ghosts of the past and the burdens of killing people, which I'm glad to see because there's so much death on this show, and we never really see so many people regretful of it. Like, you never see Butcher be kind of like, just be like, oh, I wish I hadn't killed that guy. You see it with Huey, you see it with Starlight and how she was regretful for blinding somebody, on her first save. And like Frenchie, like, feeling that, and like he's been numbing himself for so long that I think caring about the people that he's around is making him care about the things that he's done. I don't think he needed to enter into a relationship with Colin, and especially under false pretenses. I'm glad he came clean, but now I worry. Colin could have killed him, but again, like what I say, like, killing people is a heavy burden. And I don't think that that's something Colin could personally handle. But I do think we're going to have a problem with Colin trusting Frenchie, not being part of Starlight thing. What the repercussions of, like, maybe him talking about Frenchie being part of Starlight. I'm not sure where that storyline is going to go, but I'm glad that the truth is out in the open, because it was starting to kind of be like, oh, come on, dude, you have to tell him. You have to tell him. Oh, okay. Kimiko, the person that she brought into the fighting pits when she was a kid, she's trying in her mind to make amends, but because she can't properly communicate, she's not able to say something. And she threw those books away about, her being, I don't know if it's like a traumatic, I almost said traumatic mutation, as though being mute is a mutation, but like her not being able to speak is ultimately like the one block that, like, she's not able to express herself or say I'm sorry if the person doesn't know what she's signing. And thankfully Frenchie's there, but Frenchie's like the only person that can really talk to her. So I don't know. I don't know. That girl was mad. And Huey, you saw Huey having a hard time killing a guy again, which is great. He should. Huey is a soft little donut, and we know that he is very emotional and deep, and he's not going to take that lightly. But him having that A-Train moment, I was very proud of him, because he's like, well, I was just going to tell you to go fuck off. And him shaking his hand, I don't think that undoes anything. If anything, it hurts A-Train, because now, he's shaking hands with Huey. Homelander could smell that on him, because he knows what Huey smells like. Like, there's like all sorts of problems. He'll put together that A-Train helped Huey. I just feel like that was like, they could have just, he could have just sped away and said, we're good. I don't know. I don't know how you forgive somebody for that, or forget it, but like, I think like you can just, I don't know. If I knew, I'd be a writer on the show, right? So I'm excited to get into this episode. Again, I apologize for being super nasally and super sick. I might have a lot of sniffles. I might have to blow my nose. I apologize, but I was like, you know what? You're well enough that you could put on some makeup and sit for an hour and watch your favorite television show for the day. And if that's the only thing I do today, I feel very accomplished. So guys, I'm not going to delay any further. Let's get into it. Oh, and I forgot about the parasite that has superpowers because of the compound V.
Welcome to Godolphin University.
The virus only affects soups. It attaches to the compound V in their blood.
Is this all of it?
Yeah.
You're the only one who knows how to replicate it.
Oh, we are bringing in things from Gen V. Is that like the D23? Uh-oh. Oh, a broken Homelander's a scary one.
Phases 7 through 19.
7 through 19?
Which we'll be sharing with you all today in exhaustive detail.
Oh, I'm telling you, I feel great.
Okay.
Are you absolutely sure I had a stroke? I mean, if I was as bad as they say, then I shouldn't be alive, right? I mean, it's a true blue miracle.
Why don't you get some rest, okay? Mom and I are gonna go find you a Diet Snapple.
Okay, so Mom is real. That's good.
This is a biblical war of good versus evil, folks. And I'm declaring hunting season on Starlighters.
Whoa.
On the subject of baby killers, Dr. Boone, what Starlight's baby feel when she murdered him?
There was a study done at Samaritan's.
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
Proves unborn babies feel pain as early as conception.
As early as conception? Bullshit. It's not even a baby at conception.
Then he told me to F-word off, so I hit him.
Baby, fighting is not how you solve problems.
Why not? That's what you do.
Knew that was coming. Yeah. I mean...
Let me talk to her.
You fix this. Now.
Oh. It's good to be tough. It's bad to fight.
Call this cloak and dagger shite. It's bloody freezing out here.
Well, I mean, I was thinking we could meet in your mom's pussy, but, you know, I wanted someplace more private. How about we do this job? Just you and me.
I don't know,
It's in his head.
MM's on the verge of a breakdown. Frenchie is a fucking junkie. Huey is a gaping wet pussy, and the two soups on your side. Man, for whatever reason, you have a blind spot for him.
All right, I'll give you Starlight. But Kamiko's a bloody good weapon.
Mm.
And the rest of them are still up to scratch.
Thank you, Butcher.
They are decent people. But you and me, we don't belong with decent.
What about Becca? Becca was a decent person. Butcher deserves that, 100%.
I have found it. The answer to all our prayers.
Oh, yeah?
What might that be?
Well, it's nothing much, just a virus that kills soups.
Such a thing.
Yeah, that might affect those two.
So you shove this shit into me and Kamiko and we just drop dead?
Yep, that's the idea.
Easy, Butcher. Jesus.
This is insane and desperate, even for you.
Well, insanely desperate's where we are, don't you think, love?
Okay, all right, time out. Look, if this virus is as dangerous as Butcher says it is, do you really want it in Newman's hands?
That is a fair question.
One other tiny little thing. I need you to get us one presidential pardon.
For what? For what?
But I'm not sure I'm strong enough to fight all the sinners. Will you carry me, Jesus?
Jesus Christ. I don't know why, but that like statue just reminded me of Buddy Christ from Dogma. I love that statue, Jesus.
There's gotta be someone. That footage didn't just run itself out of crime analytics. Am I right?
Ooh, she onto you. I mean, I think she's been onto him. She just needs a way to prove it.
For fuck's sakes, you got fleas or something?
Yeah, why is he itching? Oh, hi!
Stay close, Dominic. This won't take long.
Ha ha. I always forget his name. I'm like, it's Gus!
Would you rather finger some fucking clay, or walk the fuck out of here?
Wait, they got the presidential pardon for him?
You must be pretty desperate to try and enlist me in a plot against Victoria. She is like a daughter to me.
Yeah, a daughter who sold you out.
She did what I raised her to do.
You're right. You taught her how to be a monster, but not a little girl.
Oh, he didn't know.
How about we get you out of here? Exonerated. And throw in custody of Zoe.
Interesting.
Ain't no better deal. And you know it.
I did not expect Stan Edgar. I didn't. I'm so happy I just remembered his name. Look at you!
Knows how to wear a whistle.
Uh-huh.
This is a bad idea.
A little bit, yeah. But also, Giancarlo Esposito is...
Charming. Do you have a towel I could place over the seat?
Fair. It's a fair thing.
Oh, Paris. I have always wanted to go to Paris.
Overrated.
Never knew that.
Yeah, they have this walking tour that goes to all the spots in the Da Vinci Code.
That sounds about
Imagine
right.
that.
Oh, wow.
Reminds me, I want to give you this Huey, which is mine.
engagement ring for when you proposed to Annie.
Oh, that's not pushy at all.
I know I can't, change anything, but
I don't know if she works for Vought and there's something with that ring.
I'm really sorry that I missed this.
I don't know if I believe her.
You gave her power of attorney.
I knew.
It's just you haven't seen her in years. Did you think I couldn't handle it?
It's not that.
Bring them together.
You remember when Jar Jar got leukemia?
Yeah.
Cat wouldn't eat.
Oh, I was like, Jar Jar Binks had leukemia?
But I was 9.
You are still the same little kid. You hold on tight to everyone. And I love you for that. But when it came to an advance directive, let's just say I didn't want to end up like Jar Jar.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He almost was.
Hey, where's your mom gone?
She went to the bathroom, remember?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, of course.
Stroke. Keep an eye on him, Huey. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? The first bloody handprint, I would just be like, not going down there. And they're all just like, let's see. So they were going up. Wait, if Butcher is exposed to the virus and he's got the soup parasite, will this affect him if he's not in a hazmat suit?
What is all this?
I'm as surprised as you are.
Oh, remember was it the mouse or the bunny with Soldier Boy? Hey, Fuzzy Buzzy. Use muzzle. I don't know. He could have just ripped that out. I'm glad he's being nice to it. Are you gonna follow it? Should you let a Tempe bunny go?
It's all gone.
What? Holy shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They want to kill me.
I'm sorry. Are you upset that I betrayed you?
Oi.
Yeah, no room to talk, eh?
You have 5 seconds to tell me what you did to Samir, or I paint this fucking room red.
Who the fuck's Samir?
Yeah, who's Samir?
Then I'm afraid that we are at a stalemate.
Yes.
You might as well use their expertise. At the very least, their effective cannon fodder.
Thanks. It's really nice of you.
He's got a point, though, for her, at least. Oh my god, Giancarlo Esposito. It's him and Anthony Starr in this show are just masterpiece.
Double Standard, which just finished reshooting its reshoots, making it the most expensive TV show ever.
Great.
So, you know, it's gotta be good, am I right?
Yeah, reshoots. That typically means that it's spectacular.
Vought proudly supports and amplifies BIPOC voices. Isn't that right, Cameron?
Sure is, Deep. Which is why these articulate heroes will lead Vaught's newest diversity initiative, Black Addict.
Some say go woke, go broke. Well, we say go woke, get yoked.
Oh, A-Train, I don't know how you put up with this shit.
Then we announced Ryan's debut series, Super School.
What if he doesn't want
That was the
to?
only thing we got cleared. Bonnie, you look gorgeous today, by the way. Did you get my text?
He's such a
Wait,
slime.
is that for us? Listen, tell we'll be out in like 15, 20, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Hey, Ryan. What do you think?
Oh, interesting.
You want to get script approval? I can make anything sing.
Give him your black Amex.
What?
And the keys to your Jaguar.
I would love to do that.
Ryan, what do you say?
Homelander, what are you doing?
So you're really not mad at me?
Oh, interesting.
I've been manipulated by people my
whole life is like being a slave, only worse. I did some reflecting, and I realized that I've been doing the same thing to you.
Oh, wow. Well, that's being self-aware.
As far as I'm concerned, this whole planet is empty, except for you and me.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Him trying to actually be a good person is actually scarier than him being a bad person.
What's gonna happen when we find the virus and this little truce is over?
Starlight blinds the bitch, and before she knows what's what, I'll jab her with a dose.
Okay.
Yep, we gotta go check that out. Again, moving towards the squeaky door is not something I would do, but they have to. Wonder if it's gonna come back that bunny's gonna save Butcher's life some way, somehow. He gets attacked by something, and then the evil bunny is just like, rawr!
Is that Samir?
No, it's one of his lab assistants.
What the hell?
Laid eggs? Oh my god! Fried chicken? Why can't she do anything? Crack it! Smash it! They're bulletproof? Okay. Oh.
Well, you could have warned us your pal Samir was Ving up a Kentucky Fried fucking massacre.
I'm sorry. This wasn't how I was planning to tell you, but this isn't working out for me anymore. I mean, it was one thing when you were really in charge around here, but now, I mean...
You
Oh boy.
are dumping me.
Ashley having meltdowns, not something I expected.
Dominating. Oh. But I hope we can still be friends.
Yeah. Oof, she's losing control of everything, even her sub. Yeah, what is the rosary? Is that from Colin, or is that something else? Is that from the Russian chick?
Oh, are you okay?
Nope. Our girl is not okay. Yeah, what happened to your starlight power?
I noticed you're having a little
Performance
projectile
anxiety?
dysfunction.
Projectile dysfunction.
I mean, shit, you've been Starlight for so long. Do you even know who Annie is anymore?
Oh! Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah. You really got your shit locked down.
Oh. Was it the bunny? Is he okay? Oh! Oh! It's like with him, like a parasite with inside. Oh my god. Oh god, when he dies, that thing is gonna thrive, right? Oh no.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
Butcher.
Tech Night.
Oh, Tech Night. Oh, goodness.
It's been a whole year since my last movie, so
A whole year.
The leak wasn't Annika, it was me.
What the fuck? You just made me a fucking accomplice, you piece of shit. I took one shit in Homelander's toilet. I'm not joining the fucking Rebel Alliance. I need to tell him.
We made a deal. So you either help me get Sage off my jock, or you go down with me.
The Tech Night plumbs a whole
boy.
new pit of darkness with its soundtrack.
I just want to see
of
Ashley
Nirvana
do
hits
something like really
and
bold.
a 12-minute sequence that's entirely pitch black.
Wow. Oh, where'd he go?
Where's Dad?
I thought he was with you. No?
No.
Where did he go?
Dad. Hugh?
Wait.
What is he doing? What are you doing?
Hey, Dad.
What are you doing, Dad? Oh no!
How'd that happen?
Oh. Huey, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Why don't you sit that down?
oh God.
Who are you?
Oh God. He had a stroke. His brain's not functioning correctly. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh.
Security! Call security!
He can teleport? Just like Huey could.
I'm a nice guy, I promise.
Ah!
What's happening?
Oh no! Oh no!
Attention, please. There has been a report of an emergency.
I knew it wouldn't be good.
Daphne?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Uh-oh.
You left.
Please. Please don't hurt her. Oh my God. Not in front of Huey.
Everything for you. You ruined my life.
Stop. Get down on the ground now. Oh, sir. Oh, wait. No.
Oh!
Daphne!
Oh God.
The Guardians of Good Old.
I knew it wasn't gonna be good.
Dunlop.
Sam and Kate. Does Kate have an arm back? Were they able to do something for her?
What do you want to do?
You're gonna laugh at me.
No, I won't.
I want to know.
I kind of want to help people. But not like with fake saves, like really help. It's what my mom would want.
Aww.
That's amazing. You want to help her?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I mean...
Great.
Oh,
Hey, Adam,
boy.
You send that lovely young lady over here, please. And you come too.
Oh boy, this isn't going to be a great lesson.
Adam, I think you should apologize.
I'm sorry if I was inappropriate.
And stop it.
Didn't seem like you meant it.
Yeah, that's just...
Oh boy, that's...
Adam, I think you should get on your knees and do it again.
Oh. I mean, it's satisfying, but at the same time, I hate that Ryan is doing this. It's a very Homelander thing. Apologize. What I did was wrong. I'll never do it again.
Maybe he needs to be taught a lesson.
Just fire him.
I want you to slap him.
This is a Homelander thing.
Bonnie?
Oh.
But
Do it again.
satisfying. I hate it.
Okay.
Again.
Ryan, please. Oh my God.
I mean, at least Ryan knew that he was lying, but still, fuck. I don't want him to be like Homelander.
You should really talk to someone. I mean, have you told Kamiko?
If I tell her, I'm scared she'll hate me.
Really? I think she cares about you enough that she would be there for you.
Even more scared she won't.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, like a raging bull. Oh boy. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Red shirt, bye! Oh my God. I like that it's like sheep tearing apart a bull, like the followers taking care of the big bad. Ah! Oh, but what's in here?
I can't believe this is fucking happening to me again.
Again? Samir?
Oh my God, Samir. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but
Oh, they're in a relationship.
Dr. Shaw was my top man at Bot R&D before he went behind my back and deflowered my daughter.
Okay, I was 20, thoroughly deflowered, and this isn't the time or the place. Is the virus gone?
yes.
All of it?
Except for one dose.
Okay, so we inject it into your dead buddy over here as bait, and then we put him outside to infect the crazy fucking flying sheep.
This man is in no condition to fuck a sheep.
Oh, God, Frenchie.
They would eat him.
I love that.
They've got to be the fastest, just not the slowest.
No fucking way.
Enough, not now.
I won't be able to outrun them.
Oh, don't you cry for that, cunt.
Can't she go out and, like, pop all their heads?
I got the head popper, and you can't even get it up.
Enough! Look! Hives. And I got them because y'all motherfuckers are driving me to crazy.
I've gotten hives from stress.
Look, my little baby girl needs me, and I intend on seeing her. You're not a monster, Butcher. You are a motherfucker, but you a motherfucker with a heart.
Oh, I love it. Thank God for MM. He's probably gonna die. He's the heart of the damn show. So that's seriously the last bit of the virus, huh? That sucks, because that was a really big deal.
Nothing is gonna happen to you.
You can't guarantee that.
You left me.
Oh, God.
You left our little boy. Dad. You broke our hearts. Dad, stop. You.
No. Oh, God.
I'm the one you took to the Vought store to buy the Tech Night doll, and you said anything for your number one hero. But that's the thing, Dad. He never was. You are. You're my hero. You're my hero, Dad. Huey? Yeah, Dad, it's me, it's Huey. Where are we? Oh God, wait, oh God, why am I
Calm down.
It's a long story. No! I can't stop it. I don't know what to do. That's okay. I think I do.
The demon sheep are fucking phenomenal.
That's not good.
Nope. Unless they're all dropping on the roof dead, but like that's a very direct hit for all the sheep. Do they have hands? Is it a velociraptor who knows how to open doors? What the hell? It's funny, I don't want anyone to die. I don't want Stan to die. Newman. Oh, he's got the stuff all over his face. Gross. That's disgusting. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's what I thought was happening over top of the barn.
Where's Samir?
Oh no.
Where's Samir? Samir? Where's Samir?
Oh.
Not very sporting of you to renege on a deal.
Deal was a pardon for the virus. No virus,
Them's the rules.
no deal.
But it was nice having you for an episode, Stan.
We scoured the property. We couldn't find Dr. Shaw, but we did find this.
Oh, God. Oh.
Thank you. I'm very sorry.
I don't think he's dead. So that's it? No more virus? Like, that can't be a thing. Oh, no. Newman! Is she gonna take out Stan? Oh. That is her father, essentially.
What does it mean to be a hero?
Oh boy. Here
This
we go.
country is corrupt. We have to save America for our kids. We'll have to do some terrible things, some violent, merciless, maybe even cruel things for the greater good. That's war.
Oh boy.
You'll no longer be beloved celebrities. You will be wrathful gods.
Great.
How will we know when the time comes?
Trust me, you'll know.
Anything you need, Homelander.
You see, we recently found a leak here at Vought Tower, and
Oh, God.
I thought together we might plug it.
Oh, really deep. Good job, Ashley. But unfortunately.
So, Patriots, show me a little wrath.
A-Train, seriously? Let Firecracker do it. Let's see how powerful she is. Oh my god. Oh. She cares about him so much. What are you doing? Are you gonna turn yourself in for the murders?
Just a moment, sir.
Madam, excuse me.
Sir, we'll get to you when we can.
committed murders, plural.
There's a 1013 at the front desk. Sir, please put your hands where I can see them.
Oh, Frenchie. He's doing what he thinks is right, and that's admirable. Taking accountability is hard for something like that.
If we don't do this, then he spends the rest of his life scared and confused and in prison, or he kills more innocent people.
It's like Jar Jar.
He's right.
He's gonna put him down.
Huey's right. I don't want to be Jar Jar. I'm scared.
Hey, Dad, it's okay. Hey, I'm right here. I'm right here. We both are. And I love you so much. Three of us, we could do the Da Vinci Code tour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The three of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
The three of us. Visit all those spots where Tom Hanks.
His last words were Tom Hanks. Oh, goodness.
Now, see, that is classic Butcher.
Yeah, he wasn't around for everybody seeing the sheep drop.
And I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Your football days are over.
Make jokes, that's not funny.
We'll patch you up. Right as rain.
He's not there.
Back to work in no time.
Work? What work?
Oh, what the
The
fuck you think?
virus.
You're gonna make us some more of that virus.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I.
Why the song? Oh, well, never mind. I was like, what a weird song. Nope, actually, it's very fitting. Okay, I knew it wasn't going to be a good thing to, obviously, no one thought it was going to be a good thing to give Hugh Sr. V, and I was worried about him being a stroke victim and then having V, and, you know, it not working correctly for him. And the story about Jar Jar and how he didn't want to be kept alive if he was in a state in which wasn't like humane anymore. And yes, Huey was 9, and I don't know. I mean, it didn't seem like Huey really wanted to follow the directive and was like really upset and didn't want to comply with the DNR, and especially giving him V, that really showed that he didn't want to comply with the DNR. And DNRs exist for a reason. It's because somebody doesn't want to live on through their existence that way, and you know, they just want it done. They don't want to be continually brought back into something that is no way to exist. And definitely him being brought back with the V was no way to exist. It has been such a hard week on my channel for dads. Okay. And like this whole episode, you know, is about being a father. Whether it's Stan Edgar to Newman, whether it was Homelander to Ryan, whether it's Butcher trying to be, you know, a father to Ryan and have compassion. Oh, MM being a father to his daughter, and, you know, I don't know. I think it's funny because I said to comply with the DNR is to love somebody so much that what they want is more important than what you want. And it's very selfish, I think, sometimes to keep someone alive against their wishes. And a lot of people are like, oh, like you wouldn't, you know, give your parent V to help save their life. But like, I already knew the existence that they would have would not be a good existence. And his father witnessing himself doing that, and what a horror to behold. And thankfully, you know, his brain wasn't all there, so maybe he didn't even remember it when he was dying. His last words being Tom Hanks was really sad. That was not I love you, Hugh, not I love you, Daphne, not, you know, just us three, and those were his last words. It was Tom Hanks. Whatever. I didn't write the episode, but you know, I thought it was a beautiful moment between Huey and his father and his mother, and them having those three together, especially just in this episode, even if it was for a short period of time. It's something that he might not have gotten had he not given his father the V. So he witnessed some horror, but he got them three being a family and gets to hold on to that memory, and that's very beautiful. And then his father telling him about Jar Jar, and then him remembering it and helping his father die in a way that was dignified, and is in a way like giving him the peace that he wanted. So beautiful. I didn't realize Samir was Zoe's father. You know, that's really interesting. And to see Newman kind of desperate and upset about the father of her daughter, you know, being lost or dead or gone or missing on this horrible farm that exists. And it's so funny. I was like, why old MacDonald had a farm? And then I was like, oh, it's the Benadryl. It's stopping the synapses from firing as quickly as I would want them to. Because like when their noses started bleeding in the lab, I was like, oh my God, the virus is affecting all of them. And I was like, wait, what? No. And then Newman walks in, and I was like, nosebleed equals Newman. Nosebleed equals Newman. Duh. You know, her getting Stan back, that's the one person that like she knows actually loved her and cared about her. Yes, in a very messed up way. The same thing with Homelander and Ryan. Yes, in a very messed up way. But like, you know, she feels like she just lost somebody that like really loved her, and she knows for a fact that Stan does love her. Did he use her? Absolutely. Did he want her to hide who she was? Yes, absolutely. But like, there's still love there. You know, she didn't make his nosebleed in the basement. It was everybody else. So, you know, if she really wanted to scare him, she would have done it to him. And that's not what happened. So now we have Samir, who's going to make the virus for Butcher, who is 100% not... Joe is not here. Joe Kellerman is a figment of his imagination. Joe Kellerman is probably dead somewhere, and it was probably Butcher's fault. And he's got that guilt, and he's trying to make it up for him somehow. The same thing with Becca. I'm very happy to learn that Daphne was not a figment of Huey's imagination, that she was real, and that she was like, well, I thought you wanted him to have the V, and that's why you left it there. And I'm kind of like, that's a little bit bullshit. And I trust her about 90%, like giving the ring to Huey. I was like, is it poisoned? Like, is it gonna hurt Starlight? Like I was just like, is there a tracker in it? Like, I was like, I don't trust anything this woman's doing. And at the end, I do believe that she does care about Huey and cared about Hugh Sr. and was grateful to have her family back. And, but I still think something's amiss. Now, did I expect Ashley to turn in what's-his-face? Had he not broken up with her, he would have been safe. But the fact that A-Train asked for help and Ashley had a scapegoat, and it seems reasonable, he has all this information on everybody that's in the 7. He had I don't know what Sage shared with Tech Knight about you're kidding. And I'm like, oh great, now Tech Knight's on the job. I don't know what he shared with him, but it does make sense that that guy would have information on the 7 that not everybody else has. Sneeze interrupted my train of thought. Now I can't think. Oh, yes. Having Kate and Sam there was crazy. Bringing them not necessarily into the 7, but into the fold to, be kings and show their wrath. It's really interesting. A lot of stuff that just ties together. Hugh's wrath, a bunch of stuff that it ties in with so many other things that I'm watching. But, having them there front and center for their own show, it was so funny how they're making fun of D23 and the whole Marvel, and then, whatever it is, we're in, I forget even what they call it, but all the movies that they're going to film and when they're going to film them, when they're going to come out and who it's going to be and all these things. It's hilarious, but already getting Kate and Sam involved in the Vought machine is wild, absolutely wild. I'm so upset we don't get Chance anymore, and R.I.P. to him, because I really think his character was Andre was a broken boy, but he was a beautiful, beautiful boy. And Chance was a very good actor. I would have loved to have seen what he would do in the future, but we need Marie and the team and Emma. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of got lost in thought there. And Jordan's a badass. So the Wrath of Gods, Newman having no virus now and seeing the virus working on the sheep was disgusting. Having Samir now working on a new virus, there's a lot of things that's going on that I think it's going to take up until season 5. So the rest of season 4, I think we're not worried about a virus now anymore. We're worried about what Homelander's going to do, and the fact that Ryan was taking enjoyment out of teaching a bad guy a lesson. 100% not a good guy, but he was doing it very Homelander style. I feel like the thing that probably would have hurt him the most, instead of just being slapped around by the PA, was to be like, I don't believe you, you're lying, you're fired. I think that would have killed him. I think it just would have destroyed him and who he was, and taken away the power and this standing that he had. But instead he went Homelander style, which was to get enjoyment out of watching somebody be in pain. And I hate that. I hate it. I thought we made headway with Butcher, and we actually made headway with Homelander. Him really opening up and being I've been manipulated by everybody my whole life, and just the whole thing. I was like, wow, he's very self-aware. And then when he says wraths of God, it's even more self-aware, because he realizes that he's this person and that he's fucked up, and that the only person that really is on his level is Ryan. He's the whole world's empty. It's just us. He no longer has any fucks to give, and him not talking to Sage and her trying to have a conversation with him, I don't know if she's lost him or not, but she definitely clocked A-Train. I think she just needed to find proof some way, somehow. And with Ashley and A-Train, working together, I think that worked out really well for them. Not that that guy deserved to die by everyone beating him to death. Especially, I would have liked to have seen everybody. And Homelander said A-Train's name. So I don't know if he realized that it was A-Train, because A-Train didn't go over there to beat him up or to kill him. The Deep, like that was really interesting. Him just being pissed off the whole time and then being threatened about the octopus. I forget her name, which is horrible. Tilda. I'm going to call her Tilda. And then kind of saying like, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to fuck your wife. And him like saying like, I know all about the octopus. And like that scared Deep. So Deep being able to get a little bit of revenge too was like very satisfying. So those moments empower those people to do bad things. So I really worry about the next episode and them having the wrath of gods. And I want to see Firecracker because all we've seen her do is a snap and have like sparks. So I really want to see like what she can actually do, because she couldn't even fight Annie. I don't know. Frenchie turned himself in. Good. Taking accountability is paying a penance. And even though he was looking for it from God, sometimes, you know, like the people that believe that, you know, being absolved by a priest is a thing, or, you know, just praying about something and, you know, giving your sins to God makes it go away. I think Frenchie taking accountability and there's repercussions for his actions, I think is actually the best thing that he could do. It's just heartbreaking because we love Frenchie, no matter how diabolical and how off he is. You know, I want what's best for him. I don't think prison's the best for him by any means, but I do think that him having accountability helps absolve him a little bit by saying like, this is what I deserve, like makes him forgive himself a little bit more. Kimiko really needs to figure out her shit. Like she wanted to talk to Frenchie, but I don't think those two talking necessarily is going to help because they're very caring and they understand each other and they don't want to hurt each other. And then it almost gives him an out by saying it's going to be okay. And I think that like she doesn't need him to say like it's going to be okay. Like I think she needs to also take herself and hold herself accountable for her part that she played. And I think we'll probably see that in the next episode. I am so curious as to where this story is going to go because there's so many moving parts and I'm so excited to see like just everything. You know, I feel horrible for Annie. She's lost her mojo. She's lost her power. Like, I think everything that has been happening has been piling down on her a little bit. And I don't know what frees her of that. I have no idea. It's funny because I'm sure people that read the comic books know where the story's going, but there's somebody like me who like I can see predictable things happening. Like so when a show's predictable and I say it out loud, it's because it's predictable, and when it's not predictable, I'm like, whew, this is good. This is good storytelling. I like it. I like it a lot. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I mean, you guys kind of had to have guessed that that was going to happen to Huey's dad. That having a stroke and then having the V, like those two things weren't going to mix well. And the horror that he had, oh my God, Simon Pegg, Giancarlo Esposito, and Anthony Starr are just like shining lights on this show. Even the actress who plays Newman, I really should remember. There's so many people that like to remember their names in the show, but then also outside. She did phenomenal too. Like I really felt the pain of her not being able to find Samir, and I think that that's the first time I've ever seen her like that. I think it was the first time Annie had ever seen it either, because they literally were like kind of like, whoa, like she really cares about him. I think we get top-notch acting on this show, and sometimes it's overlooked because of the subject matter and the gore and like how camp some things can be sometimes, but how gory and horrific they can also be, that it's not seen as art. And that's sad because these people are doing such an amazing job with this show, and that's why everybody loves it. You know, things are popular for a reason. It's because they're good. It's not just because it like looks nice or it was filmed a special way, or, you know, there's one amazing performance and that's why you watch the whole thing. The whole thing is all-encompassing, and it's just amazing that like we get this on a weekly basis. And I'll miss it when it's over, and I can't wait for season 5, but I'm really excited to see where the story goes. So guys, come back here for the next episode. Hopefully I am less nasally and I feel better, but I'm excited. So come back here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.